Hey,
Start with
gamers.
my game, Warp's Edge, baby. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Don't talk over the intro, man.
All right. No, I'm just leaving it. Hey, gamers, this is listening to Beyond Solitaire, and we're back. It's getting later at night. Can you tell? With part 2 of our solo People's Choice Top 200 Solo Games List commentary. And if you missed the first part, I am Liz from Beyond Solitaire, and I'm here with Maggie from Thinker's
Hello.
Humor. I'm here with
Hello.
Jeremy from Man vs. Meeple, and Mike from the One Stop Co-op Shop.
See,
Oh my!
I took your move,
wow.
Jeremy, and I made
Wow.
it bigger. I made it.
I
Oh
like
bigger.
no! But did you make it better? I don't.
Oh, I didn't say better. Notice I said bigger and more. I
Yeah.
didn't say better.
Jesus, Mike.
Vote in the comments below. Yeah.
That's right. Who did it better?
Oh, Christ.
So or at best.
We're here now to discuss 51 through 100, and as Jeremy so helpfully pointed out immediately at the start of the video, number 51 is Warp's Edge. That game kicks ass.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a little satisfied with the top 50. I would say it's probably the best solo bag builder that we've
It is.
got.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I'd
Like,
be down with
Orleans-
that.
Orleans is like the expansion of Orleans, whatever. But like Orleans is the best bag builder to me.
Right.
But
The
like,
best solo?
yeah, but the best solo is probably this one. Yeah, without a doubt. Like I can't recommend this game enough. Like I tell people when they're like, I got 80, you know how people in the game would be like, I have $80 on the Amazon card. I'm like, Warp's Edge. I just say it every time. Like Warp's Edge. Warp's Edge with the expansion, that's $50. Done.
Yep.
You know, like
Yeah. It's a good investment.
it's a good investment. It is you can pull it out, what about maybe 40 minutes tops.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
get good decisions, you get that nice little randomness. You want to beat these things. You almost wish there was more enemies to fight. Yeah, it's like, please go back to that design, Scott. Come on, man. You know?
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good
go
one.
back to that one, dude.
Well, it's 'cause Scott's busy. He's probably designed 5, button shy games in the time that we've had the first episode recorded.
Absolutely. Yeah. At least.
18 card, 18 minutes.
Yep.
That's a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new design challenge.
Yeah.
It's really tough. You can't even write on the cards that fast, you know?
Yeah.
Did he design Contavirus?
I think he did.
Conservus?
Did you say Conservus? Yes. Yeah.
Conservus?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did do
Yeah.
Conservus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that on the where is that on?
It was in the next. It was in the previous
Okay,
chunk.
Yeah,
It
158.
slid really quickly, so it went down 40 spots.
Okay.
I think part of it is because it's one of those games where it's like you play through it once you've kind of played and figured out the scenarios. It
Mhm.
doesn't really. I haven't really found it that compelling to go back. So
Yeah.
it's sort of it's more the discovery, and then it just
Right.
Well,
Yes,
if I want a cozier bag builder, it's not Warp's Edge. I'll probably could play Coffee Roaster instead of Conservus personally.
Well, yeah, for like coffee roasters, I'll still keep going back because I still Whereas Conservus, I feel like I've done it. I've met these challenges and done the scenarios, and I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I do want to say, like, we talk about replayability and like having the game forever and all that kind of stuff, but like, I'm actually okay with a game that you play and you play it out and then you're
Yeah.
done. I think
Yeah.
that is completely fine and not
Mhm.
actually a problem. As long as you're like actually playing the whole thing and really enjoying it, it's all right for something to just like be part of your life for a little while and then move on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think for that, so something that was actually from this list, Witchcraft is
Yeah.
one that is sort of similar size box, same publisher, I believe. Yes, because
Yes.
it's both
Yeah,
Salt and
it's
Pepper
called
Games.
Salt and
Yeah.
Pepper.
And this is one that has stayed aside from that replayability wise. It's tough. It's one of those. It's one of those the older way of this will push back on you and not apologize for it. But it's so thematic. It's so good. Like there's so many things. And again, that's another one that like that's not leaving my collection anytime soon. Like I'll gladly keep going back and exploring stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Witchcraft is at 87, and Resist was in the last episode. It was in the hundreds, and I definitely like Witchcraft better for
I like
theme
it.
and like the extra mechanics we added, and I think it's great.
Yeah. I feel like Witchcraft was like an improvement on its predecessor, and so it makes sense that it's higher up the list just naturally.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you feel about Dawn of the Zeds at this point? I have Dawn of the Zeds right here within arm's reach. I haven't played it in years.
Yeah.
But it was like it was the only zombie game that I truly love. I don't even like zombie genre, like that kind of stuff, but there's something about that version of tower defense. There's
Yeah.
something about how it plays out, and there's so much strategy and like the things you have to take care of while this chaos is going on. So it's not just tower defense. It's more like we're managing people, we're moving things around, we have to put up barricades. It felt more like I was inside of this theme versus like Zombicide, where they're just, we're chucking dice and taking out, enemies or whatever, not trying to make noise. This is a little bit more than that,
And also how crazy diverse your characters can get.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Zombicide's cool, but can I play as a ninja riding a horse?
Yeah.
Can I be a 16-wheeler mowing through the zombies? I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. Lutman is kind of reworking this, I think.
Yeah, I know. There's like, I think they're calling it. The reason I bring this up is because I was literally reading a post about the differences today because I was like, oh, Dawn of the Zeds. I think it's called the Director's Edition. It's from a new publisher, so it's not. What was that? Victory Points or whoever? Or
it was a Victory Point before. Yeah.
Victory Point,
yeah. So they said like some new characters. They said the combat system is completely different, which is probably my least favorite part of the original game. So I'm interested. I'm always a Zed head. It should be fun.
Yeah.
But it's still at where is it on the list? What's its rank? 61.
61.
Yeah.
Although, Jeremy, I'm going to call you out. You are such a liar. You love zombie games because your other favorite game, like not your favorite, but like your other favorite zombie game is in this part of the list too because it's After the Virus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, there he goes.
All right. I do like that game. Oh, my goodness.
That is the ugliest.
It is the ugliest game ever. It's hard to love. Even a mother may turn her back.
It's got a face for radio, but that's all right.
Yeah.
But what's even worse is if you get the expansion, the Long Cold expansion, which is a great expansion. It's like the same art style, but it looks way nicer, which makes the original cards like sitting next to it because you combine them, makes them look even uglier. It's like, oh man, like at least this is like the style with some flair, and then you're just like the sad version. Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Is Kinfire in here?
Yeah, 76.
Yes.
Wait, well, Delve, which is the one I like better. Were you looking for Chronicles?
Yeah, I'm talking about Chronicles.
Oh, get out of here, Jeremy. Now, Chronicles is good too. I like Chronicles.
Chronicles is great. That's one of those games. Like, I'm so happy to see Kinfire, just Kinfire, in this area because they created a world that I want to be in. Like, of course, they kind of did the products backwards in a sense. Like, it's like which one should have been first because it took away the small games, took away from this big game that started out with. And it's like this big game is like a big video gamey adventure. Yeah. And it's so fun. It's got a little random bag pulls, which you either love or you hate. But that cooperation system and then like how you discover things in that world are just really fun. And then you get to kind of go off like I want to chase this down and I want to do this and that. I love that, but I also love that there's an option to say, hey, I don't have enough money for a $150 game, or I don't like big game quests. Would they distill it down? And they found a way to do that. And it's like, it's so cool that they found people who love that more. And maybe they want to go to the big box. I just think it's like they found it. Like they found this good wheelhouse. And I'll be honest with you, this Kinfire console, I did a prototype preview for that. And I was impressed with that. That's cool too. So they have a really cool universe to be in. And I hope they survive and they keep putting this game out in that series. The artwork's always beautiful. And any lore you read in that game, it's like, even if it's ridiculous, you're just like, I don't know, it's kind of anime. It's just anime-ish. Like it's anime, like it's cool. It's a little ridiculous, but I love it.
Well, that's why you said you want to live in that world. I was like, do you also want to live in like Attack on Titan, the Kinfire world? Like you can't step outside of your city, or you're gonna get mutated and murdered in 2 seconds. Jeremy's like, sign me up, Kinfire.
Let's go.
Sign me up.
And this is Kevin Wilson, right? Like, so he also did a Gentle Rain, which is in this segment of
lower down. Yeah.
I think that got higher, I would guess, because I think it's the same Kinfire publisher. They did a new version, right, Maggie?
Yeah, 40 went up 40 spots to sitting at 92 at Gentle Rain. And it's one of those classic cozy, ultimate cozy, quite literally. It's sort of like like the setting couldn't be cozier. I personally interestingly found it too abstract for my engagement liking. So it's one of those games like I played, I appreciated the puzzle, but there was nothing that made me want to keep going back there. Now, obviously, I'm a very I need to kind of be in a particular world and feel like there's some sort of progression, narratively speaking, or things like that. But if you don't have that as a limiting factor, I know people that this is the one that they play before they're gonna go to sleep, or if you just want to have a very quick, cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and so yeah, it does fill that spot.
Have you played Grove?
Grove? No, I haven't actually. Yeah.
Oh,
actually, yeah, I have. Is that the? No,
Cards.
I'm thinking no.
Cards with the dice overlapping and yeah.
Yes, I have. Yeah. And again, it was a similar experience where it ends up just going a bit too too abstract, and so it's like, again, enjoy the puzzle, appreciate it. A few times when I do it, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, I really want to sit back down and play that again.
Yeah, I'm a puzzle guy. So I love puzzles. I love Mensa puzzles and things like that. So I was wondering, where's your limit?
Okay, so from this list, Friday is, that's another tough, tough puzzle. But because there's enough, and same with like Palm Island, there's enough of a story of like, I can see what's happening in here, and then this happened, and then that's, and it's almost like I get to then fill in the blanks a little bit more. It's not just purely the math at the core, but it is a tough puzzle itself. Like that will keep me. That's still in my collection. That'll never leave my collection.
Yeah, because abstractness is kind of, it's interesting how we like define that line. It's like, what is abstract, and then it's like what gets away with it, but it's not 100%. It's like the card art does enough.
I was gonna mention one that perfectly fits that, an abstract with great card art and an awesome puzzle that I love. It's 75 on the list this year, is Rove, results oriented versatile explorer, the button shy one.
Yeah,
I love that one. And really in the end it is super abstract, but that little robot having his adventures, that's all I need to feel like I'm doing some kind of a thematic thing with it. I love that one.
Speaking of that one, Last Lighthouse, man, like, I mean, they just like, they get it. I don't know how they pull fishing lessons. Like, I like fishing lessons. It's
well, you know what? We already mentioned it, but a nice cuppa has completely replaced fishing lesson for me, because they're very similar.
They are they're both so good.
Yeah,
I back to back them when I'm on the road, man. I back to back them, man. Those are essentials. They are essential.
I need to try these. I have actually not.
No. I mean, like, nice cuppa and fishing lessons. They are like, they're essential. They're in my backpack at all times. Yeah.
What else we got on this one?
Oh, we got Leviathan Wilds.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I love Leviathan Wilds.
And this reason that you were playing a lot of it recently?
Oh, yeah. I'm literally in the middle of a game of It's a Wonderful World on Board Game Arena right now.
Yeah, I love that game. I absolutely love that game. Absolutely love that game.
I'm not even good at it. I just like making the resources go. It just is like, oh, like the wheels turn. There's something just deeply satisfying about it. Like, let me make cubes that I can trade for other cubes I could trade for.
And you want to get the good cards, and you never make them. You're like, I'm gonna get this blue card, I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna make this yellow card. And you're like, then you end up discarding it like right after that.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna recycle it. Sorry.
That's the game for people who, go ahead,
It's Maggie. A Wonderful World. It's a Wonderful World, which is there as well. It's very much that. Like, there's the whole, I've got big plans for this, and it's like, nope, this is not going to happen. I'm going to scrap this, I should say, for resources. But so satisfying, the engine building.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to see two games that are really good on here. Like, Civolution is a very good solo game. Now, you have to wrap your head around the rules of the movement and like the migration parts. But once you get that and you get a chance to play your game out, I think that game is one of the best, like, new modern designs. Like, I can't stress enough, like, if you're looking for a good solo game that gives you that perfect combination of challenge, but like I'm going to get good at this game, it rewards you for doing that. And there's enough randomness set up, And like, hey, if dice bother you, there's there's a lot of mitigation in the game.
Yeah.
But it walks the line of maybe not enough. But I find that game, that design really hits it. And if you want something that's even more thematic and less abstract, my favorite worker placement game, Anachrony.
Yep.
Now, they had to go back to the well. They had to go back to the well and redo the solo. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
But once they redid the solo, it took it to a whole nother level. It's just my favorite worker placement game. I can't stress enough how awesome thematically it is. Like, just thematic wise, like it just blows my mind. Like, the first time I played it, I was like, this is so awesome. This is such an awesome concept. I get to borrow and I have to bring it back. And and the thing is once they added the more ridiculous theme to it, like, oh, these people come from the portal, and and we get to venture out into the into this area here, and the more modules we add, the heavier it gets. It gets very heavy, and it may take you forever. You'll be reading rules while you're playing. You thought you knew the game, and then you forgot. But I will tell you, it is worth the time that it's on the table. Even if you're just playing the base game with the new, and that's the thing, you kind of basically have 2 AIs to choose from, which is awesome too. You can go old school or new school with it. So definitely check that one out if you see the essential box. It's a lot. It's going to cost you a pretty penny, but yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And the minis are insane if you really want to go that route. They're absolutely insane.
Is it bad for me to be happy that a game dropped quite a bit?
Nope.
Go.
Actually,
Depends
I
on the
thought
game.
you asked me in this last video, and I worried it was too petty. So join me in the gutter.
Well, yeah. So for me, Everdell went down 42 slots to 98.
Yeah.
And this is not. I like Everdell. I think it's a fun game. I like many of the expansions, but I do not love personally their business model now, where I feel like they've made, how many versions of Everdell are there now, and like some of them are standalone and some of them aren't, and this adds this and this adds that, and like that was a cool, like, straightforward game. I did like the expansion that added the new solo like spider mode. I think that's a big improvement for solo play. But yeah, like that's I'm not somebody who feels like you need to go to the well 8 million times, and man, they've that well is empty. That well is dust.
It's really dried and some skeletons in there. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not out of the top 100 yet, but it's real close. That'd be big because Everdell's been in there for years, I think.
Yeah. I won't be sad to see Zombicide go. I know it's a classic for some people, but I've just never cared about it ever.
And stuff's tough for Simon right now. So
Yeah.
Zombicide is with Asmodee now. Is that one of the ones they
Somebody
sold? I think so. Yeah. So
Yeah, probably.
see what happens.
I think this new Everdell is supposed to be different, though. Like, this new Everdell that they are just announcing is supposed to have a lot of different things in it.
I bet it does.
Hey, this is another.
Do I
Everdell.
care, or would I rather play a new game?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true, but I mean, people love what they love. Like, Terraforming
Sure.
Mars, one of my least favorite games to this day, is still one of the most beloved games, and one of the most beloved solo games. So
Yeah.
it's just, it's rare that we attach ourselves to something, for a long period of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Queen of Death Monster more than most people, but I'm part of a community that doesn't talk about that game all the time. We're playing the game. We're not talking about it, or like Endangered is like my one title that I play a lot. That is the gift that keeps on giving. It's like, everybody has those, and we kind of forget that, like, there are loyalists to these types of designs. They are their favorite designs,
KDM is 74, and that's an incredibly expensive game that's hard to get hold of. You have to build a billion miniatures. It's got a lot of content some people won't want to see. Amazing game, though, like amazing mechanics, amazing gameplay.
Amazing game. But people still love Everdell. No matter what, it is a great game. It's just like, hey,
again, I'm not saying it's not a great game. I just don't love how much they're shoving it down our throats.
Like yearly, bro. Like,
exactly.
I'm good.
Yeah, like they're releasing expansions like it's a living card game or something.
One thing I want to note is, there's some big boys in this section, but there's also some nice little roll and writes or flip and
Oh,
fill.
yeah.
However you want to do it, they're in here.
Mm.
So Welcome to the Moon is
Mhm.
very enjoyable.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still love Cartographers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet, but I bought the Anarchy like last week, and it's like sitting next to my chair, like ready to
Yeah.
go. Because I loved
Yeah.
Hadrian's Wall, and I'm very, very excited about the Anarchy. I'm very curious about how that one's going to do in the long
It's a
run.
wrong intro, like I said. Like it's kind of jumping in at 59 first
Yeah.
year in, so that's that's probably one of the biggest.
Well,
Yeah,
I
and
think.
Fliptown's in here too. I'll note.
But yeah, but if I'm reading correctly, the Anarchy is literally the only 100% new to the list, new
New.
release game. And I mean, you do have
In this
stuff that
group.
like vaguely released in 2024, like
Oh, yeah.
Iridia was at 854 last year because I don't think almost anybody had it.
Yeah.
And now it's at 96. It jumped up 758 spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least based on this, the Anarchy is the only new game in the 51 to 100 slots. And that's really cool.
Yeah, that's absolutely sort of resting on the shoulders of Hadrian's Wall. Like people that like this Hadrian's Wall historically has been like one of those. This is a great, and it was such a surprise, and it was such a. I did not think I would enjoy trading bits for bits this much, and for a table to be so quiet, and even playing with Amy, who does not like multiplayer solitaire. Yeah, it's the kind of game where it's like you don't hear anything. Everyone's like head down, just sort of doing it.
Yeah, I've told this story
She's
before, but my favorite Hadrian's Wall moment was actually a multiplayer moment where I was playing with some other people, and somebody walked by and just kind of looked at us and goes, "Y'all look like you're doing the SAT."
That's similar, yes.
But the wonderful world to Hadrian's Wall pipeline has to be strong too.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you enjoy any sort of resource conversion stuff,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
So I got one thing. I don't think this game belongs on this list at all.
Whoa.
Which one?
At all. Just at all.
The
What about-
Anarchy, you mean, or a new one?
No. I got this game that I just don't think belongs on this list at all. Dorf Romantic.
Ah,
It just does not belong on this list at all.
I actually haven't played it solo. I've only ever
How is
played.
that? How is this game on
multiplayer.
the list?
I played
the
it.
video game, yes, we know that. It's awesome. The
I
board
played it 3
game,
times, and then I never wanted to play it again, and I called it.
everyone.
And a couple of those were solo, and one was, yeah, I don't know. Well, also another one that
God.
I have not played this. I've just heard Endeavor Deep Sea jumped up 90 to 66.
Yeah.
I have heard, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all who've actually played it. The reason I haven't sought it out is because I've heard that like the solo mode is incredibly unbalanced and like it's almost
No.
impossible to win without house rules. What's
No.
the deal with that?
No, it's hard. It's
Okay.
hard. And it's hard to get it to get the best score
Okay.
all the time.
Okay.
Because there's a little bit of randomness because sometimes there's mission cards that come out that are
Yeah.
like just better than the other ones.
Yeah.
And then some of the like you have to play that same scenario a couple times and
Mm,
kind of figure out what's best to do. Then once you have that, then it becomes an even more of an efficiency puzzle of like what's best. Like you have to be comfortable with knowing that you won't get, I think 6 or 7 stars every time. You might get 4, you might get 5. But if you feel like that's not possible to get the 6 and 7 in that game, and I think it's 6 or 7 stars, that can be defeating, right? Like you almost want to feel like, I know I can beat the game. I just got to get better at it. And there is that impression in the game where you don't feel like, is that even possible, bro? Like, is that even,
Yeah.
like that's
Am I set
the
up to
feel.
fail here? Is this what's happening?
Right.
It's like,
Like I know I suck at games, but not that bad. I know I'm Mr. Inefficiency. Why am I, why didn't I get lucky one time? So
I mean, it sounds like kind of like what we talked about last episode. Maybe they tuned it like it's a Robinson Crusoe, 10 years ago when everybody wanted every solo game to be hard as anything.
Yeah.
Instead of giving you like an introductory mode where it's kind of easy and then ease you into it and let you add
Right.
on more challenging things. Okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe I'll try to play it. at some
that
point.
design though,
Okay.
yeah, it's a great game.
Okay.
yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, it's a great game.
all right. I also do want to shout out Ricky for PAX Premier 2nd Edition.
Yep. Great
That
one.
Wakan Solo mode remains a stalwart.
By the way, we kind of said Leviathan Wilds and then immediately moved on to It's a Wonderful World. Does anybody like Leviathan Wilds here? Because
I've been playing it a bunch recently. I like it a lot. So when we talk about things that are like easy to set up and like get going and you don't have a lot of time, I feel like Leviathan Wilds is so nice because you open the book, you get the cards, you put out the dice, and then you just roll. Like you don't have to do anything crazy to play Leviathan Wilds, and so you can have a good experience without having to like spend 5 million years setting the game up.
Yeah. Talk about thematic, Maggie. You should try that. Do you have that game?
Yeah, I have not played that. No. Okay. So I need to. I'm adding too many things now to the list.
That's the danger of doing the commentary on this list. I always find something I want.
Yeah, and I've got a couple written down.
Mike, how much did you love ISS Vanguard? Because
it was like many big campaign games, it was a initial strong love, and then it's just tough. This is personal thing real quick. Any campaign game that needs me to like grind, you know what I mean? Or like where I can have a play session and like not really much happened. I'm okay with doing that in video games because it's kind of a different thing and it's like a different pace. When you do that in a board game, just me, this is, I'm having to record new games every week. I got to learn new games every week. So if I like play a game for an hour or two and literally nothing happened and it's supposed to have progression, that's rough for me. See, ISS Vanguard, it did fall off of. It's not a top one for me anymore, but I think it's great. And I've heard, people on our Discord have finished the entire thing and they've said, like many Awakened Realms, it's not smooth sailing the entire way through. And there's some weird, like frustrating moments, but they said it's a pretty strong finish. So it definitely
just tells its own story, man. Like I haven't even finished it.
I love the story, like the narrative
story. Like you get it.
I wish I hate to say it. This is one of those games I'm like, can you just like I don't really want to explore another planet. I don't want to play these cards and roll these dice. Like I don't like the mechanics enough in that game. But if it was just like, hey, if it was a choose your own adventure, like boom, I'd be in there for 100%.
It's like Stars of Arcarios. It's like I don't want to go on the planet. I just want to fight in the ships.
Yeah, just let me fight the ships. Like make this cool.
I don't want to travel on the planets in ISS Vanguard. I just want to play on my ship. Like just like it's every game like that. They have such awesomeness going on in one part of the game that it's like that's why I love the game. But then the other part is like a task. It's like we have to do this. And I hate that there's games that like the big games that are like that because you have to be very cautious, like especially when you review games. Yeah. Like you don't fall in love with the part that you love so much that you forget to talk about. Yeah. You're a little too kind to the other parts of the game. And it's just like Iridia has its parts too. Iridia is an amazing game, but it has its parts.
Then I got to track down 15 tiles for these little holders to set up so I can talk to a guy for 2 seconds and then put all those tiles away again.
Oh God.
Or ISS Vanguard. It's like, what's the name? Isofarian Guard. Same thing. It's like, it's so grindy. This is a great game. It's a great game, but it's like that grind part can really take the fight out of the whole adventure that you're trying to feel. Yes.
In another one in the 50 to 100 is Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. That's at 60.
Dude.
So for me, at least, the upgrade from Fall of Avalon to Kings of Ruin, where they got rid of so much of that grind, and like I don't want to. How many of y'all, like Maggie, you're a theme person. Do you like play adventure games? Do you read adventure books or watch adventure movies like I do to hear about how they got food for the 15th time? You know what I mean? Like,
I hear you. That's like as Jeremy was saying, if it's a video game, I think it was Jeremy who you were saying like, if it's if it's a video game,
it's a different thing.
But no worries.
Game, because in a video game, if I need to go get food, it'll take me 5 minutes. In Tainted Grail, if I need to go back through like 3 places and those menhirs went out, so I gotta grind magic so I can relight the menhirs, so I can go to the place that gets me food, so I stop starving to death. That's like 45 minutes of my life, and no video game would do that to you.
No. It's much more efficient. I didn't mind. So a game that's grindy that I don't mind, and and I actually really enjoy it solo, even though it didn't quite make the top 200. I think it fell off is Mythwind. So that one is very, very much grind. And you have all these different mechanics. So it's like, pick your mechanic that you want to, grind away with. and I don't mind, and I think partly because I don't know if it's because the narrative is very gentle, so it's not like, oh, what's the next big piece? It's like you know that the narrative is just going to very gently kind of progress a little bit, but you're mainly just in it for upgrading buildings and like seeing what's the next little thing that's going to happen. So in that instance, I don't mind. Also, because you have the variety of like every character is a different mechanic, so there's variation in that as the grind.
Yeah, it's a great point.
I mean, we were talking about this a little bit before we started filming, but so Myth one wasn't for me, but it's partially that I have a hard time with any game that's like demanding huge amounts of my time in order to dig all the way in, because I just don't have the table space. I just don't have the time. I get really overwhelmed by huge campaign games that are going to take forever to finish. So like something like Too Many Bones is great for me because it's like big, but it has like a set amount of time that you spend playing it. We can talk more about some of the chip theory glory like later. But for me, if it's something where I'm gonna spend the amount of time I would have spent like playing Skyrim while I was writing my dissertation in order to see all the material for the game, it's just not going to happen. And also, games that release too many expansions and kind of flood me, if I get behind, I just quit. I just can't do it anymore. And so I tend to prefer like more contained experiences these days because I just cannot buy. Well, the other thing is I got priced out of Iridia. I followed Iridia for years, and then it was so expensive that I was like, I cannot justify spending this money on a game that I don't think I'm really going to play to the extent that I got like almost $300 out of it.
I mean, in its defense, it's one of the most beautiful productions I've ever seen of
yeah.
any game ever.
No, I believe it.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like if you're not like I wasn't gonna play it that much. If you're not gonna play it a ton, it's not a good investment. You need to dive into that for 50 hours or something.
No, it's definitely a 50-hour, and I got about I would say about 40 hours in.
Okay.
And I absolutely love the game, but I'm gonna have to start over because it's been time. What I tell people is like you have to decide. You do have to decide if you're a lifestyle type of gamer. Yeah. Like this is one of the best ways to describe like how you should be as a buyer. I don't like to use should, but it's like pick one lifestyle game. And if it's a good game, fall in love with it and play it. Like I played Kingdom Death Monster every day for a long time because I was new to board games. Like I played Dungeon Saga till I was done with all the Dungeon Saga content I bought. Then I bought Zombicide. Then I played, this is when it was new and didn't have all like crazy. I bought like the first 2 seasons of Zombicide and I played through all of it so that I could feel the whole experience, understand what's going on. Gloomhaven, I played through the entire campaign. It was like my first most anticipated game, in 2017, I think it was. And, like experience the game because this hobby is not going to stop for you, but I would say if you're new to this hobby, stop. You stop and really enjoy like a full-on experience. So you can come away with, some people are like, well, this happened and this happened. You can tell that they stopped. Even if you like reviewers, you will play the game and you be like, I played the game. They stopped at like the first 6 missions. You truly know this game. You truly love the game. You truly know the game, and that. You will feel the experience whether you liked it or not, and you'll get that full validation out of your purchase, whether you liked it or not. And I really encourage people to do that because I got plenty of campaign game boxes I haven't even opened, and I feel bad for them because I keep telling myself I'm going to play them, and my hair just keeps getting gray, and I just keep finding ways not to play them. So
that's where I encourage people to buy Warp's Edge, Paper Tales. And Bullet, and just play those for a while, and you'll be great.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. All right, so we've been talking about this chunk of the list for a little bit. So does anybody want to have any last observations? I want to call out Street Masters. I do think it's a really good game. It's actually risen this year, which is surprising because it's hard to get, and it's aging.
Well, it's not anymore. Steam Forged is.
Okay, that would be
taking over. That would be putting it out there. That's why.
But I also know that Adam and Brady Sadler are trying to like get games out again that are their designs, and so I'm very curious about both the fate of their previous designs and like what they will make. So I'm staying tuned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll shout out Sentinels of the Multiverse, still one of my top games of all time, the definitive edition, and it's hanging on at
Fantastic.
63. Lost one spot. Wish it was higher, but it's still great.
One for me as someone who this was like Great Western Trail was one of those
Yeah.
heroes that, you know, way back in the day, I was like, oh, like it was one of the ones that got played all the time because it was just like this is great. I loved like so many different aspects of it. And I think it suffered a bit from what we were talking about of when you have too many versions and too many things, starts sort of getting saturated, and it's almost like people just kind of go, I don't know, too hard. Let me just look somewhere else. But that is one of those solo modes that I actually really do enjoy, and
Yeah.
I love, you know, even with New Zealand, even though, you know, there's some issues in terms of like particularly with like the graphic design and things like that. It didn't quite capture what New Zealand feels like, the real actual New Zealand.
Yeah.
But the gameplay itself, like I really enjoy. It's like the most leveled up. Like it's got the right combo of all the
Yeah.
things that I want. And the solo mode actually, I'm the type of person that doesn't really enjoy facilitating a heavy bot where because I just don't do well with that context switching of going, okay, well now I'm facilitating everything, and then I go back to me and I'm like, what was I doing? I've just completely lost track. And with something like Great Western Trail, which is a big game, that never happens to me, even though you're facilitating this bot that and they can level up the difficulty. So that is one that I would kind of call out as try it out. And it's available with not just obviously here we've got second edition. I don't actually know if New Zealand is in here. I have to check that out. But yeah, I quite enjoy that.
I have to
Because,
go
yeah.
with absolutely number 50 itself. Oh, we're doing 51. I'm not going to get
Stop
50.
cheating, man. Stop cheating.
I'm cheating.
You already
I'm
mentioned a
cheating.
game that's in the 40s, and I didn't say anything.
No, you know what? You did. You did silently. You did.
you felt the judgment coming.
I felt the judgment because I looked and I said, "Oh dear, oh dear." Well, you know what? I got one here. I got one. Deliverance. Now,
I haven't played that yet.
If you don't like Massive Darkness 2, which would be a crime.
I mean, who wouldn't like that game? That's such an amazing game.
But you want something that's somewhat, it's not the same, but Deliverance gives me the same vibe in a sense. It gives me a vibe of that. And I know that the theme is not for everyone, but I always tell people like this is actually a testament that you don't have to love a theme 100% in order to enjoy a game, because it's not heavy-handed. It's just in there. That's the theme, because you're fighting off evil, really. You know, angels fighting off demons, like right, like it's not insanely like heavy on the theme. Although there are Bible verses on the cards and things of that nature, and things for biblical meanings. But I'm gonna tell you, if you want a nice little skirmish type game, like in one night, like 2 hours, you get extra powerful really fast, and you get to you get to shine. You really get to shine, and you have to figure out, manage a puzzle. You want variable difficulty. You can make the enemies as hard as you want. You can make them brutally hard, and then the bosses come out, and it just presents a new challenge every time. I love that the fact that game. They just haven't found a way. I met Andrew. He comes to a local convention where I'm at. Really great man, but like you can play the game with like 60 people. Like he's got like he's got crazy concepts for the game that work. And it's an impressive design. I didn't think it was going to be like it have that much long game to it, honestly. But every time I break it out, I'm like, man, I'm having such a good time. That game, it deserves to be right where it's at. Like it is definitely an awesome solo game. And you don't have to, the campaign is actually kind of weak. It's kind of weak. It's got a cool like little part to it where you're kind of developing your character, but the writing is okay. But the thing is that just that 2 hour, I'm going to beat this boss thing is just awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So you can just play that over and over again. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, y'all. Thanks for some good comments on 51 through 100. And we're about to just keep rolling. But again, we'll see everybody out there who's watching this in a couple days. So be enjoying the list. Go play a solo game. And happy gaming, everybody.